Hey guys, how are you doing? My name is Ili. Today I'll be showing you my necessities for just travel supplements. Most of you that know me know that I live in Canada, but I also study in England most of the year. So everything I own is mostly in England, but today I'll show you my necessities, the ones that I need to kind of get around in Canada. So let's get straight into it. It's just gonna be a quick little video, and I'm not sponsored by anybody or anything. So this is gonna be completely my opinion. But yeah, let's get going. So we'll start with let's start with the most common. So let's do creatine monohydrate. I take about 10 grams of this stuff every day, no matter what. I know a lot of people follow like loading, and some people even take like cycle this off and on. I just take 10 grams a day, every day, like every day, no exception. The only reason I would recommend going down first, maybe starting a little lower, is this can be pretty harsh on your intestines or your stomach. So if you take anything, I think around 15 to 20 for me is that point where I start kind of getting weird, get the shits. Do you know what I mean? But if I stick around 5 to 10, I'm safe. Now, the reason why I don't take five, the recommended dose, is because I try to get the like cognitive benefits as well from this. So it helps me with my memory as well for university, and it helps me kind of retain information for a little bit longer, which is like aside from the gym is a great bonus. So definitely, everybody needs to be taking creatine at this point. I mean, it's been out and it's been talked about for a long time. I'm pretty sure most people already do, but if you don't, get on it right away. Okay, let's do pre-workout next. So for pre-workout, I have two different options. My first option here is gonna be my caffeinated pre-workout. Now, I used to be a very stim heavy person. Used to take things like the Batch 27 or the Rise. Even I tried Rise Godzilla. That stuff is too much for me, to be quite honest. But I took a little kind of caffeine break, and now I'm very good with this little daily. So I take the Essentials Raw Sebum pre workout in the citrus grapefruit flavor. Now this flavor is nothing special, but it's not bad. It kind of reminds. It's like a little sour, like pouch kind of vibe, something like that. I take one scoop of this a day. Now with the ingredients list, I'll show you guys really quickly here. But basically, we don't have anything crazy. We have 200 milligrams of caffeine, 200 milligrams of pink Himalayan salt, which is pretty good for the pump. You also get a little bit of taurine, a little bit of L-tyrosine for a little focus. 3.2 grams of beta alanine. It's pretty high considering how like medium stim this is, but I really like my beta alanine anyways. It kind of reminds me of when I first started working out and taking pre-workout. I would just get that itch and I would just go pump weight. I don't know form, nothing, just get straight moving, heavy weight. So that's I'm generally not complaining from beta alanine, so that's not a problem for me. But we also have 4 grams of L-citrulline in here, which is pretty good. Very good for like a daily, but I normally like to stick around the 6 to 8 mark, and that's because before using this, I was using some pump pre-workout. I'm actually about to show you right now, and that one had about 6 grams, and I found out that that was really good for me. So first, I'll show you my no stim pre. So that's gonna be the batch 27 pump formula. So in the Hawaiian pineapple. Now, this flavor is not great. Be quite honest with you guys, it tastes nothing like pineapple. It tastes like urine, maybe. I don't know why, but they completely ruined this flavor. Now, the thing is, the formula is fantastic. We've got 9 grams of citrulline malate, or about 6 grams of L-citrulline if you know your conversion. It's about, I think, 66% citrulline malate is equal to what, like 166% of a gram of the citrulline malate is actual L-citrulline, and the rest is just malate, which helps with endurance and things like that. So, and we also have a lot of other nitric boosters in here. I mean, I don't know everything about this stuff, but I see some taurine, which is definitely gonna help. You have some piperine, hydrolyzed casein. Weird ingredient list, but it works. That's all I can tell you guys. I've tried it, and it's a really good pre for like non-stim wise. Now, because I'm back taking like a light stim pre, I said I like a little bit more citrulline, so I got my hands on some L-citrulline, or citrulline malate. Sorry, not L-citrulline. I got about 300 grams of this stuff for about $35-$40. Remember, I add about 2 scoops of this in each one of my pre-workout shakes. It ends up being an extra 4 grams of citrulline malate, or about 2.5 grams of L-citrulline. On top of the other 4, I get about 6.5, 6 to 6.5, something like that, which ends up being perfectly in my sweet spot. Okay, now that wraps up basically all the powders, pretty much. Everything I have left is just a little like pills. So I'll show you guys here. So here it is. The first one, this is gonna be a KSM66 ashwagandha, 600 milligrams tablet. I take 2 of these a day, and it really helps with. I find my like I tested my testosterone before and after. I know a lot of people say it doesn't affect it at all. A lot of people say it does. For me personally, it went up 100 nanograms. So my before was around, I think, 750. My after was about 850. So it does make a little difference on my test. Plus, it like helps me kind of stay neutral. I'm not too agitated or too stressed out throughout my day. I feel like my recovery gets even a little bit better. It can help with my sleep as well. It will increase your libido though, so if that's something that you don't want, maybe just reconsider. Or just try a lower dose, cycle off every few weeks. But I kind of just take this every day. I'm gotten used to it at this point, so it's not a problem at all. I also take some vitamin D3 here. If you see, if you don't already take vitamin D3 and you live in basically any part of the world that's not on the equator, you are missing out. So I take 5,000 IUs a day, every day, no matter what, no matter where, especially for my England people, because I told you guys I study in England, I think. But for my England people, this is a must. It helps a lot with testosterone production, and also keeps you like out of depression as much as possible. I mean, still England at the end of the day, but you know, those cloudy days, yeah, a little vitamin D can help sometimes. Now, I don't really have everything else. I have melatonin here sometimes that can help me fall asleep a little bit quicker or stay asleep, depending on what, because I am a server, so my sleep schedule fluctuates a lot depending on when the restaurant closes and when I get out and everything like that. Now, I'll tell you a few of the other things that I normally use, but I just don't have here with me. So normally I'd be taking a DHA or like omega-3 basically. The extra strength formulas are almost always good, or double strength, whatever you call it. Just take 2 of those a day. I also regularly take magnesium and zinc. I just ran out now because they come as like a combo package. I ran out, so I'm just gonna grab some sometime this week. But that helps with testosterone production really well because it helps you fall asleep. Magnesium helps you fall asleep, and then the zinc helps with the actual hormone production. So definitely very beneficial, and I recommend it to a lot of people that have trouble like falling asleep or finding that they're not recovering very well. It's something you just take before bed. Now, there is a lot of versions of zinc and magnesium, so I recommend you do research, especially with magnesium. I don't remember if it's citrate that doesn't get absorbed properly, but there's definitely one magnesium like compound that has way better absorption than the other, and there's some magnesium compounds like the salt versions. Those ones are like will literally just make you shit your pants. So they are basically made for constipation as a medication. So just be careful which one you buy, and just do your research in advance. Also for zinc, most of them are poorly not absorbed. So I got mine from Costco, the chelated zinc. That's probably the best formulation you'll get as well. Fantastic stuff. Helps me with my recovery. But yeah, I mean, I don't really complicate it any more than that. It's just those are the main things. Sometimes I supplement nicotine, but that's like a personal thing. I just helps me kind of stay awake and stay alert. But yeah, I mean, just keep it simple, be consistent with it, and then you'll see results. Most of these supplements take about like a month or two to start actually like showing effects. But I mean, just stay consistent with it. Take it right before the gym or take it right after the gym, whatever helps. I like to take everything at once right before I get out, and then I don't have to think about it again throughout the day. So, ideally, that's my plan. Now, whatever suits you best. If you want to, I don't know, if you work a long shift and then you go to the gym after, maybe keep it in your car instead of keeping it in the house, or keep it in a backpack. But just sort it out and figure out a system and then stick with it. That's my best advice for staying consistent with your supplements, is to stick with them for at least a few months before you drop them or you start changing around and switching. But yeah, I mean, thank you guys for watching today. Nothing crazy here, just quick overview of what I take right now, but definitely more content coming up in the future. So if you're excited for some gym content, maybe even personal vlogging content, then subscribe or leave a like, and maybe even comment which one of these that you might be adding to your supplement routine. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.